We're coming tonight to you guys all around the world with the Evasion OCE solos finals, and it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. So this is on private servers. We're going to have 12 competitors tonight facing off against each other for a total prize pool of $3,000 US, which is just it's a huge amount of money. It's an even bigger amount of money in New Zealand dollars, and I can't even tell you how many dollary-doos that is, but it's an epic amount. I'm joined here tonight with ToastRack TV, and tonight we're going to be taking you through everything, every little moment, every little step of this competition to see who comes out our winner of the OCE solos. So without further ado, Toast, how are you, mate? How you been? What's going on?
I'm so pumped to watch this competition. Australians and New Zealanders coming together to show the world how well we can play Tarkov, how well we can have fun in this game that we love, and drops are on. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, drops are on, and drops are also on all of our competitors' channels as well, guys. So make sure you go and check them out. Follows are free, and we'll have our competitors' links in the chat there so you can go through and show them some love. But before you do that, we just need to thank a couple of people. And first off, our amazing production team who are here in the background, talking in our ears, telling us all the little things that are going on, who are up, nice and early in their morning. They're from NA, so this is definitely outside of their regular broadcast hours, but they're here doing everything in the background, making sure that we're putting on an amazing broadcast for you tonight. Battle State Games as well, for providing the private servers and, of course, the prize money. And Toast, do you want to run us through our amazing competitors that we've got tonight?
So the top 12 from our 24 competitors are here. Muzza Willie, who won Group A and has a dream to become the most popular Australian Aboriginal streamer. Good luck tonight. Splinter, winner of Group B, also an amazing competitor. MC Nightman with the slower play was runner-up in Group A. Brobster had a great showing in Group B as well. And then we have the magnificent Train, awesome streamer and multiple winner. Marcus, the first of the two Kiwi competitors. Lil Pants is a great competitor in Tarkov and a lot of fun to watch. Sir Nobby, also representing New Zealand. Good luck tonight. Cringe puts down the cap of being a battle mod and goes to battle himself tonight for the crown, while Koala hopefully in the Koala onesie again to show his stylings, and Toad Styles, excellent to watch as well. And Ridstar, who jumped from the bottom of the pack to qualify right at the last moment. Wish him good luck tonight as well.
Absolutely. So first map we'll be jumping in tonight. Labs, Toast, do you want to take us through the rules here? This is spicy.
This is so much fun. This is on a private server. It's live. It's not offline like it used to be. All 12 players spawn in at once on the private server, and they are fighting for kills and loot, not just PvP. They're also trying to get loot as well. So 1 point per raider kill, 1 point per PMC kill, and 2 points per dog tag if they get to extract with them, as well as 70k worth of loot gets you another point only if you can extract with it. So they're looting and shooting, and the extraction itself is worth 3 points. They can load with any kit they like from their standard account. They're all given the same amount of money. They can load anything they like except a Reaper, a Fleur, or a T7, and they've all got level 42. They don't have max strength or max endurance. They've got mid-tier endurance and skills, so they have to adjust a little bit to that, but they had the same conditions in the qualifying rounds. They should be used to it by now, Trent.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely a bit of a shake-up for our competitors. A lot of our guys have, some of them have got Kappa already. They've definitely got max strength and endurance. So coming back to these, it almost feels like Timmy accounts. We've seen a couple of times our competitors have been caught out, a little bit in the open, just running out of stam a little bit before they did, like they're expecting to. But they certainly did really, really well. And Labs is the perfect way for them to shake it all out, get ready, and really, really fight fire up for what's going to be a good night of competition. You know, we had last night in Group B, we had 5 competitors out in the first 5 minutes. So, you know, it was spicy from the get-go. I'd be interested to see what's going to happen tonight with our competitors as well. So it's going to shake up to be a fantastic night, I think. So while our competitors are just sitting in the lobby, they're getting ready, they're loading loot, they're loading into these maps. Again, these are private servers. We've got 12 competitors on labs. They're going to be spawning really, really close together. So let's see who spawned right near Muzza as we jump straight into the action.
So many spawns close together on this map. Oh, and already a button being pushed. Cringe just watching that angle intently, but Muzza on the move.
Button's being pressed this early. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
One about to go. Oh, I don't hear the sound, but the gunfire is blazing between Ridstar and Marcus.
Let's go. He sounds very hurt after that fight there. That's really unfortunate.
Goes down.
Muzza looks like he's facing off against some raiders now in a really bad position on the stairs, and he gets taken out. He was the leader of Group A and came away with 20 points in the labs round, so that's going to hurt him, but it's all good. There's still 4 more rounds where he can make up those additional points.
You hate to go down to a raider that early.
Oh, you definitely do. They've the aimbot on these private servers, it certainly hasn't been turned down. It is just like on the public servers.
Great to see McKnightman, the slower play. He's getting some looting done, and his train holding an angle.
Definitely some shots flying up there from the end of the corridor. Grenade out, just trying to either push back this player. Moving up there, just holding that angle on the left. Classic right-hand peek. You definitely don't want to be left peeking on labs. Grenade coming back out near this elevator. Luckily, she seems far enough away, so we'll let that fight there play out.
Button for G. Medical elevator? Yeah, it's... I don't know, I haven't played labs in a long time. That's alright. In a minute, chat will tell me.
Tough place to hold the staircase while Koala has there. And the jump down always dangerous as well for Sonobi.
There goes the legs.
It usually happens these days on that jump. And Nobby, brutal.
Koala's got to be pretty happy with that one there. Looks like he's just ducking back around the corner, just healing back up, quickly chucking on a bit of a pain med, just waiting to jump back into this. And a lot of what we've seen on labs so far, Toast, is, you know, our competitors are getting into a fight, and because of how close our guys have spawned together, there's every chance that there is someone else just waiting to be that third or fourth party. You know, we had Train down the other end of this corridor here before, just up the other end, so I wonder if that was some shots down towards Train. Koala securing a tag.
And see if there's any loot on the body as well. 70k worth of loot gets you another point.
And obviously just for the found in raid stuff here as well. So our competitors won't be prioritizing, or they shouldn't be prioritizing, any of the non-found in raid gear. So we want our guys to be, they might take some strategies of dropping their armor and taking found in raid raider armor, for example, helmets, any of that sort of stuff. But they definitely want to be prioritizing that found in raid loot to make sure they're getting the most out of their capacity for points. Train up the other end of this hallway here, still just cautiously looking out. Has obviously heard at least one other player die there. Definitely all of those shots.
Got me a hat, baby.
Yeah, one raider already down.
Wonder if we're going to see a shot collect here. This is they're both just going absolutely for that slight peak. Train's got that slither that you can look through here. Koala opting to get to the other side of the hallway. Grenades out. I don't think we're going to see either of these competitors leave this fight just yet, but as I've said that, it looks like Koala's starting to just clear behind him here. He may commit to this fight, or he may just decide to completely dip out here and start prioritizing some loot.
No, that light can't be shot out.
That always gets me, I always think, oh yeah, I can definitely shoot that out, and it's not the case on some maps. These guys still going at it here. Train's taking a little bit of damage, just healing that heavy bleed. Koala just looking for that pixel perfect peak here so we can take that shot.
Oh, I've just heard Red Star has died to a raider. Tough break.
And any of our competitors that go out early tonight in this first raid, it's honestly not a problem. We saw some massive points in some of the remaining raids for tonight, so this is a little bit of a warm-up. We might see these guys just pick up massive points later on. Koala seems really stuck here in this corner. This fight going on for an amazing amount of time. I do not think I have fights this long at all.
Resilience.
Train shutting the door.
Oh, again?
Koala looks like he copped a shot there, maybe in the chest, just getting a heel off, pulling back a little bit.
Baby.
Train not letting up, just checking the angles behind, still trying to get a peek on that door there. Looks like she's actually hit the elevator button, maybe as a bit of a bait, and has started turning around, gone to hit another one of the buttons here to call some raiders in. I'm just focusing on Train here at the second. We can just hear some grenades going off very softly in the distance here. Train attempting to bait a play from her opposition here.
No raiders spawn.
Well, Koala bailed on that fight, repositioning.
So still 8 competitors alive on labs at the moment. We've got Lil Pants just turning up in our bottom right-hand corner here in another one of the stairwells. Train still just not wanting to push up immediately here. There definitely could be somebody nice and close by. Unfortunately, she doesn't know that Wild Koala's backed off this fight. And Lil Pants is obviously aware of something just outside of that door there as well. Checking that body there, seeing if we can find any additional loot or any stims or throwables that might be worthwhile taking.
Ooh. What is going on in the distance there? Train wants to get involved.
And you know what? For someone
Checking
who's been
every
up
single corner.
for... Absolutely. And for somebody who's been up for days, currently in the middle of a subathon with 38 and a half hours left on the clock, she's looking incredibly focused here.
Problem is I don't know where loot is on this map.
Spoken like a true Chad. Nightman knows his loot, but does he know where Train is?
Train is heading over towards this hallway here. Right where McNightman is. This could be
He's changing
bad
angle
for Train
too.
if she's not aware. And it looks like Train has got the epic flick onto McNightman, taking him out, unfortunately.
Brutal. And now there's some loot for Train.
Oh wow! Well done to Train on that one there. McNightman holding that angle, but unfortunately just not landing the shots he needed to take Train down. Train very aware that there was somebody else there. You heard her say, "I think I heard something else down here." So absolutely impeccable situational awareness, picking up a little bit of found in raid loot here just to fill the bag. And obviously she's nice and close to an extract. If she can pick up anything else from players, maybe another couple of raider kills or something like that, you know, this could be a good opportunity to... There we go, bag some points, you know. We've seen a lot of... half of our competitors in last night, for example, exited this raid with nearly 0 points. So even if you can just get, you know, 5 or 10 points, that's a really, really good thing to be able to securely get those away. So...
Of course, these rounds are only 25 minutes long, so leaving with 13 to go is not too bad. And getting something on the board is such a good psychological advantage going into the next round.
Couldn't agree with you more on that one, I think. All right, we're here with Cringe upstairs. Looks like he's taken out some raiders. He's up by Red Room and Kitchen. As an OCE Sherpa and Evasion battle mod, I'm expecting to see some big things from Cringe tonight, especially when it comes to loot optimization.
Splinter firing shots. I don't know if that was a raider or a player.
Koala here as well. Looks like he's trying to bait some shots while Cringe is upstairs still there looting. It looks like it might be Koala and Splinter in this fight here.
Yeah, they both need tents.
Voice lines out from these guys. A little bit of the casual taunt.
Common feature of rounds on labs every day of the week. Good to see in competition too.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like he's just listening out here, waiting for his opponent to make a little bit of noise, give him some idea of...
Lil Pants doing a bit of creeping. Oh, through the door. Lil Pants goes down.
Unfortunate. And just Splinter had just the perfect angle there. hopefully being able to get some more ammo and top up all of these mags. We've still got obviously Wild Koala not far around the corner here at all. So, you know, Koala would have obviously heard those shots. See if Koala will go for the push here at all, but yeah, Little Pants going down, and it looks like he's just taken him out. Koala, unfortunately, jumping out and not able to confirm those confirm that needed headshot there. Splinter going to go and get his tags and get ready to move on and hopefully pick up some more loot as well.
Thought he had the right timing. He had the wrong timing. Bad luck, Wild Koala.
Just drop dead.
More action happening down here. Toadstyles. Here's the med going off.
You never know if that med's a bait med or a real med.
You're not wrong. We've seen a little bit of baiting here tonight. So the fact that you're on private servers, it plays completely differently.
You wouldn't open that door, would you?
Knowing that these players are going to want to push each other.
Are they VoIPing?
Metaphor.
Might have been a battle mod there in the background. We've got Cringe also down in parking currently. He might be trying to get out here and bank some points if he's hit that button there already.
Never know what's on the other side.
Especially if he can pick up a few raider points on the way out.
Absolutely. And we see a couple of bodies there, so it looks like he may have done that already. Clearing his angles, very smart. There could always be one more kicking around there.
Prone.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
And Cringy getting out, banking those points.
Might be someone.
Nice work, and you can see those points as each person leaves or dies. The score is updated live.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it looks like we got
Evasion.
And it looks like we got Brobster on the other side of this fight here.
Damn, I'm so tired of
He must have been close to that nade.
you! Yeah, you! Fuck you! You heard!
Wasn't a very good nade.
Fuck, fuck, fuck!
We got one mag. I dropped all my other mags. Holy shit.
So dark down there, but the sound is really the crucial part of this battle.
Cocksuckers!
Absolutely. Toad just trying to pick that little gap there. Baiting with the torch. Both competitors very aware of each other's presence here. It's just going to be who commits to the push.
Like in the movie, I've got a bad feeling about this.
And just 7 minutes left on the clock. How much time do they want to put into this?
Just stay focused, guys.
Now off screen currently as well, we had Splinter had successfully extracted. Leaving Brobster and Toadstyles as our last two in labs with 6.5 minutes left.
Yep. He's hoping to see a body. He just sees an empty hallway.
It's mine. Bruh.
All right, couple of bait meds from Toadstyles there.
Scavs here?
Trying to elicit that push from Brob, but it's just, these guys are both just holding these angles. I'm not sure that any one of them wants to commit to that push. It really just comes down, being the aggressor here, it comes down to almost a 50-50 sometimes.
Comes to hydrating, so important.
There's every chance here that these guys, one of these guys just pulls out of the fight and goes and secures that extract here as well, which, you know, I don't know, maybe we don't see any action here. I'm not sure, Toast.
I don't see anyone bailing. I think they're having too much fun here. Oh.
Those shots were incredibly close just then. Penning through the door and the boxes.
You fucking cunt!
Oh, that was
Don't worry, chat. It's Australian and New Zealand competitors here tonight, so that voice line is a term of endearment. So far, the only loser out of this battle is that door. How it is still on its hinges, I don't know.
How many thousands worth of rubles been spent on this ammo?
Yeah. Robster opting to go for potentially a flank here, or maybe go out, like, completely exit the map. Still very cautious behind him here. Toadstyles maybe has heard that and has started moving as well. Just hoping Brobster doesn't run into any raiders that are left up anywhere from all these buttons being hit earlier.
Thought he was about to go shopping for a minute there. Get some loot on board. Because they don't have any key cards, so they have to loot in the open areas. Yep. All signs point to a move happening.
Brobster coming along some of these crime scenes here. And Toad and Brob very, very close together now after he's done that massive flank. You did see him drop his bag here earlier, so not to allow his competitor to take any of his found in raid loot. Toadstyles moving back, checking the dark hallway. These guys are literally around the corner from each other right now. Two minutes 50 left in raid.
Oh, you can hear the footsteps. It's all going to happen so quickly, and there it goes. Brobster losing out to Toadstyles. Well done, Toadstyles. But Brobster, because he dropped his bag, at least denies loot to the Toad Master, who has 2.5 minutes to get out of raid. And he's got that dog tag. But no others from the dead.
his backpack somewhere here.
Absolutely.
He's
so there
got
you
to
go,
go a long way to find
Toadstyles.
that backpack.
Absolutely. And to be honest, you know, those guys spent so much time in that fight. I don't think there's that much loot in that backpack. There was a couple of unsearched spots in it, but potentially we're not going to find much here at all.
I don't know where his backpack is.
Either way, good to
No.
confirm a kill.
Brobster had
Get out
2
with that
kills,
tag.
but yeah.
That's okay.
You know, that was a risky fight to engage in. You're talking 1 additional kill, so 1 point plus the tag,
Pressing the board.
the additional 2 points. It's 3 points total. And yeah, to risk some of those existing found in raid tags and stuff, it's a difficult decision to make. And obviously our competitors are under a lot of pressure here tonight, which is why our battle mods in their ears, keeping them very calm and collected, is an amazing part of what we do here at Evasion. Toadstyles getting out, confirming those tags, confirming those points. Not a lot of loot, but Toast, I think we'll get to have a look at these scores and see how this has shaken up for the first round of the Evasion OCE solos. How did we
What a
go,
great
Toast?
round, all that conflict. Well, with Cringe really jumping to the top of the tables there with 19 points, with 9 kills, and quite a few dog tags, and 7 loot points as well. So you did both sides of the balance sheet. Splinter coming in second with 17 points. Just 4 kills, but more tags and still a few loot points. Train doing really well in third place with 8 points, and then just 1 point behind. Toadstyles with 7, Brobster with 2, and then you can see really clearly who got taken out early and denied points this round, but there's plenty more rounds to get those points and get back up the leader table.
Absolutely, and we saw it last night in our last raid of the night. We had Ridstar in 12th position, just jumped straight up into 6th position, actually qualify for the tournament here for the finals tonight. So really, really amazing to see, and it just goes to show that in one raid, any of these competitors could push themselves up into the prize money, those top 3 positions, $1,500 for first, $1,000 for second place, and $500 for third. But of course, Toast, the bragging rights that come with this, these are some really, really good competitors from the OCE region. So to me personally, just getting into that money position there to say, I'm walking away in a top 3 position from an Evasion tourney would be more than enough for me. So really, really good to see.
That's right. I'm still bragging about the time I played in a Evasion tournament and came in the bottom half of the leader table. So there's a lot more bragging rights on the line, and just the experience of being in a tournament like this, having drops on your channel for the first time. Some of these guys, it's just an absolute thrill. I've really noticed on this leaderboard, a Cringe is in the #1 position with 9 kills. They were all scav kills. They were all raiders. So no dog tags there, just a lot of killing. And isn't that an interesting strategy? Not even going after the PvP, just cleaning up on the raiders and getting all of those points.
Absolutely, and that's not a terrible way to do that either. Like the fact that the raiders are often so predictable, right? You know that you definitely can't repeat them from the same angle 2 or 3 times. But if you can get the drop off them, if you know where they're coming from, you can generally pick those angles before they snap aim onto you. You can generally take them down. And obviously those raiders with lots of the weapon attachments and things like that, huge points available to our competitors for being able to strip those guns apart. And you know what? Staying away from those other competitors. I think Cringe was very much by himself in that corner of the map for a lot of that raid. So really, really good to see him with some big points there. Toast, we'll see how the big points go for shopping for a LAN party. This is our second raid of the night on Interchange Day. Toast, do you want to take us through the rule set for this one?
Well, for the second raid out of 5 rounds tonight, all of them are 25-minute raids. They're not full-length 40-minute raids. They have to get in and get their jobs done quickly. And today, they are shopping for a LAN party. So same rule sets as in the qualifiers. They have to go find computer parts, get them out, extract with them, and survive to get the points for the computer parts. The standard parts are worth 1 point each, and they can get multiples of them, so 1 point per CPU, etc. And then for the rarer parts, they're worth 3 points each. SSD drives, GPU, working LCD, and the flash drive, 3 points each one, but they have to survive and get out with them to get those points. But as before, there's 1 point per scav kill, 1 point per PMC kill, another 2 if you can get the dog tag out. The extraction itself is worth 3 points, and as before, they can load out with anything they like as long as they don't bring a Reaper, a Fleur, or a T7. And they all have the same account. They start with 5 million rubles, I think $5K, 10K euros. They've got level 42 accounts. Their endurance and strength is just level 25, not max. And their other skills are just level 15. So they're going to get hungry and thirsty in raid. They're going to run out of stamina. They're going to struggle like Timmy's, and they won't be used to that. But they better get used to it pretty quick as they're running through interchange with their shopping trolleys.
Absolutely. And chat, remember, obviously we've got drops on the main channel tonight. We've got drops over on our competitors' channels as well. So if you're over there, why not just chuck them a follow? Follows are free. We've got some amazing content creators from the OCE community. Links will be up in chat, so make sure you go and check them out. Show them some love, and they'll be fighting each other tonight pretty hard on interchange. You know, Toast, we saw on this map the bagless extract being used quite a few times over the last couple of nights, and in the NA and EU competitions as well. But this is a really tough map in terms of those extracts. Both of the main extracts, so Railway and Emacom, are fairly open, and we saw a lot of fights either early on or late on in the raids here, where we even had some competitors that were opting to leave with about 10 minutes left in raid, just to make sure they weren't running into a competitor with only minutes left. Now, of course, the vehicle extract is an available extract, but it's not guaranteed. Our competitors need to bring money, and these guys have all competed on these maps once before, so I'm sure they've spent a lot of time putting together some really, really strategic plans, which probably hasn't included that vehicle extract, and just purely because you can't plan for something that may or may not be there. So it's going to be interesting to see what the strategies that our competitors are going for tonight. I think we're going to see some people leave a little bit early, trying to bank some of those big points. We'll probably see some people take that bagless extract, but I wonder if we're going to see anybody cut it really closely to the line here tonight as well. So it's going to be good to see.
That's right. It makes sense to bring a big rig and not rely on the backpack, because most of these computer parts aren't very big. You're not carrying out guns and stuff like that, so you don't need a lot of space to take out a lot of points.
Absolutely. So our competitors are all getting ready. They're loading into raids. We'll be joining the action in just a moment. Going to be exciting to see how close some of these guys are together. 12 players, all these spawns filled, and we're joining with Toadstyles straight up. Looks like he spawned out on the railway side here. And Sir Nobby in a very, very close spawn. He looks like he's heading straight in the direction of Toadstyles here. If Toad doesn't get away, he might actually find himself in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, there's someone over here.
I like the bushwork.
That's it. He's picked that angle, and he's turned around, seeing.
See me.
Oh, he's just waiting to line up that headshot there. And unfortunately, Sir Nobby goes down to that one. Unfortunate to be so early on in the raid, but that's just the way it is, guys. On these private servers with 12 players, only a limited number of spawns, we're going to end up with some people nice and close. Muzzer Willie in the right-hand corner here, making his way into the shopping mall.
The discipline of Toadstyles then waiting for the perfect shot. I would have sprayed way before that. That was impressive to watch. I'm taking notes.
Absolutely. Get your peepo notes out. No, well, it only takes that one shot, right? So Brobster and Splinter, this is incredible. We saw Splinter in this same position last night with Brobster in exactly the same position. We saw this fight play out last night, and we're seeing it here again. God, I really hope Splinter can get away like he did last time.
It's a great spot to sit to see if you can catch other players coming into the shopping mall.
Brobster unfortunately looking in the opposite direction. Splinter just going completely for the sprint out towards Power. Just trying to time these sprints here, hopefully while Brobster's looking away. Maybe trying to get that peek up onto it. This is complete deja vu for Splinter here last night. We saw this engagement happen for quite a while.
It's quite a move, but often moves that worked one night won't work another night.
Well, thankfully,
as people adjust their play.
Thankfully, both of our guys have moved off, joining Marcus and Wild Koala. Look like they're fighting in Attic, with Koala taking some shots through the tarps on the windows.
Marcus already with a bleed. He's on the back foot. He knows it. He's trying to reposition now and get away from this. Taking more shots, though. He doesn't know where Wild Koala is. Wild Koala just hammering through those boxes. Marcus in a world of pain there. And going down to a man in a onesie.
That's M61. How many shots?
Oof.
Really
Marcus, GG,
unfortunate
mate.
for Marcus there, but GG's to Koala, just taking advantage. He'd obviously, like you said, he had him on the back foot, and he just went for that push. He committed to it. And chat, this is we see a lot of our competitors here. If there's ever a moment of hesitation, that can leave you in a pretty sticky spot. But these guys have just pushed. You know, Koala just pushed. He committed to that 100%, and it paid off for him really well. Little Pants just wandering through the bottom of National here. One of my favourite spots, early wipe, hitting those filing cabinets for flash drives. And we see MC Nightman in the back of this same store, trying to get an angle on top of these boxes.
And you see that weaker strength, he couldn't make that jump.
Just trying to get a peek over the top here. Looks like he's dropped his bag as well. Little Pants holding the angle, just trying to get a peek through some of these boxes. This is a rough position to be in. MC Nightman really only has two ways out of this if he wants to try and back out of it, or he needs to try and get the angle and take the shot.
Yes, flash drives are worth 3 greed ops.
Yeah, flash drives are the bonus items.
So right now I have 3, 6, 7 points on me. My extract is going to be Emacom.
Alright, grenades coming out. MC Nightman just talking to his battle mod there. Those grenades coming incredibly close.
Just stay focused, guys.
You learn so much information from throwing a nade and listening to the response.
Absolutely. Lil Pants just moving closer here. These grenades coming ever closer.
I've just learned, meanwhile, Brobster has killed Splinter, so Splinter is out of this round.
Just drop dead.
Lil Pants just trying to pick some of those angles and really quickly see some of these shots. Voice lines back and forth. I love the taunts from these guys.
While we watch this fight, Train has also just been killed by Toadstyles. Falling like flies here in the mall.
It's not a bad angle here that Little Pants has got. He's just run out the front looking underneath these tarps. Maybe waiting for MC Nightman to try and jump out of this back door here. Muzzer Willie has obviously heard all of this noise going on. He's up at the fire barrel end, just above Goshen there, running down the escalator, pushing towards it, maybe trying to get an angle around the outside. Or maybe still trying to just work out exactly where this fight was taking place.
Can be hard to tell from upstairs the direction exactly.
Absolutely. It's like you sort of know it's in that direction, but where specifically it could be around any corner. So Toadstyle's just taking the rewards from his kill earlier on Train.
What about command? They just left us?
We see Little Pants actually brought some cash, so maybe potential of taking that vehicle extract tonight.
Makes sense. You can get some computer parts over at the power station as well.
Well, that's it. The 3 computers there and those loose spawns. Definitely not a bad option. Scavs there later in raid as well. Muzzer doing a little bit of shopping here in the back of TTS, picking up a few of those required items for the points. Pants having a little laser light disco here. It's difficult, right? Because you do not want to be the person that just tries to rush this engagement and come off the loser. Chat, we've got a poll up in there. What is your favourite map on solos? Make sure you chuck a vote in there. We'd love to hear your answer.
Oh, RAM, nice. And a CPU or a water? Water.
Water bag, that one, yeah.
It's great they have concentrated water in this game. So much better than the regular sort.
Absolutely.
Like in the movie, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hello.
While this fight's taking place, we've got Brobster very slowly creeping up in Goshen from the underground basement.
I knew it!
My fault.
So chat, this poll that's up, that's your favourite map of the Evasion Solos competition. So not the map that you guys love and prefer, because I know what you were going to say. You're all interchange mains out there. Big fans, I agree. But what is your favourite of the Evasion Solo maps that we have? So still 8 players up on interchange at the moment.
Just drop dead.
You know, Toast, I reckon we're going to see a lot of action towards the extracts here tonight on this one. You know, a lot of our guys are fairly evenly spread amongst the map. You know, without any of these guys being too close together, they're bound to start running out of time in raid and end up at any of these extracts very close to each other.
Well, with only 25 minutes, there's all the combat and then all the shopping to do, so most people are going to be leaving fairly late. If Wild Koala's getting out a bit early, there's a GPU.
Oh,
that's a nice
very
catch.
nice.
3 points if you can get that out. I think the spawn rate of GPUs is cranked up a little on the private servers.
I definitely seem to find sort of one of them at least if our competitors are diligent on checking those computers there. It's and Brobster opting to put that in his container. Now, if he dies, he doesn't get those points confirmed. He does need to survive to confirm those points, but it is point denial for any of his competitors. You know, opting to use that container to store some of these parts mean that the other competitors, if they kill him, won't be able to take those points for themselves. So a bit of smart work there from Brobster. Muzzer Willie and Lil Pants just sprinting around on the first floor. Muzzer going downstairs to the basement. Lil Pants checking TTS, which we know has already been checked earlier by Muzzer. Looks like these guys are just doing laps around each other, to be honest.
Muzzer's got some great computer parts there, and I wonder if Muzzer is going shopping for some scav kills as well. Toad seems to be going for the railway extract now. Yeah, Muzzer hunting scavs at this point.
Good move for Toadstyles, to be honest. Got the kill onto Train earlier. One as well for Sir Nobby. If he's had a chance to pick up some of these parts, securing that extract could be a good option, but he might actually be going and hitting some of these stashes here as well. Just staying nice and close to that extract, though. Wait, no, actually, Toad, sorry, he has Emacom extract. He did. He spawned in over this side, so... He's got 12 and a half minutes left in raid. He's actually got a long way to get to extract, so could be a lot more action ahead for Toad.
And who hasn't gone to railway extract just to learn that you actually have Emacom?
Oh, way too many times. And always with never enough time left. I've spent the whole raid looting up, and it's never any good.
Lil Pants getting a point for a scav there. But they can both hear that scav. I think they might be close together. Cringe is listening very intently here. I think the two pictures are a bit out of sync with each other, but I think that was the same scav. Oh, there's another scav. Oh, that's not a scav. That's Little Pants going down to Cringe there. And that patience pays off. And yes, those scavs can really mess with your battle.
Absolutely.
And
Well,
throw
Cringe,
one or
I
other
don't
party
even think
off.
he was. I don't even think he was aware of Little Pants there. He was obviously coming up from this whole way here. Would have been looking out here for scavs, but it was that initial shot that Lil Pants took at that scav, and we saw Cringe actually flick over and be very surprised that there was somebody else nice and close. So, really, really good
And
patience
look at
from
this,
Cringe there.
And he's positioned himself waiting for a third party to come along and join in the fun. He's expecting it. Look how closely he's watching for incoming souvenir hunters.
I'm not going to be able to loot that body.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. Just talking about holding off that body. That body is very much in the open. There's a lot of angles there, unfortunately. Red Star out the back, just very close to some of these back computer rooms. Maybe opting to head out for an extract here. We'll see. Just under 10 minutes left in raid.
Muzz still going through the car parks, parking lots, parking garages.
Yep. Well, actually, okay, so Muzzer looks like he's pretty well underneath Ridstar right now. So he's going to come out at the lowest section of the Emicom ramp here, and Ridstar is right above him. So Muzzer might actually hear him just above him now. He's listening out.
They
Only
may
a
well
couple of
both
seconds
have
between
Emicom.
these feeds. Yeah, we can hear Muzzer's gone completely to the slow walk mode here. Definitely aware that there is somebody else above, and as probably determined by the run patterns, it's not a scav, it's a competitor.
Oh, Nightman shots on a scav near Mantis, looks like. Right. Red having a look at the no backpack extract.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Muzzawilly push up on this fight here yet, and honestly, Toast, I'm thinking we know Muzz had a really good shot earlier for parts. He might have been, you know, do you risk the 3 points or do you risk an entire backpack of points there? So Red Star heading towards this bagless extract, trying to make a decision as to what to keep, what not to keep.
Oh, those PSUs aren't going to go in the bagless.
He'll fit at least one,
Oh, he can
thankfully.
take one, yes.
But look at that. We just
He's gonna-
saw as well in that container 3 SSDs, a GPU. This is a really, really good play by Red Star. Don't worry about that one PSU. Get out, confirm those points. This is our bloke who went from 12th to 6th last night in the group
doesn't have a
fees
bag.
and found himself actually qualifying for the finals tonight. So big things still to come.
Nice move.
Right,
Dumped his
Cringy
bag.
finally looting the spoils from his kill. Brobster very close.
Oh.
And it looks like Cringe has just heard him and taken him out. Brobster unfortunately out for this interchange raid tonight. Cringe is so lucky he was finished looting just now.
He's holding court in that area at the entrance of Idea. Koala taking no chances getting to Emicom.
I see Cringe has got a GPU there as well. And did I see 2 SSDs?
Couple of hard drives, some RAM. SSD and
Koala's
RAM.
super happy he's out now.
Yeah, definitely. Muzza still hunting wabbits down below.
Scabbling out from
heading
somewhere there.
downstairs. You got to wonder if Killer's on here. Killer's just only counts as 1 point. If you kill him, it's just another scav. But a lot more trouble.
Nearly 6 minutes left in raid here, so we've got Cringe still alive. We've got MC Nightman is still in. We've got Muzzawilly obviously down there in the bottom right-hand corner, and we've still got Toadstyles, who I imagine at this point is going to be out on the highway somewhere, remembering he needs to come all the way to Emacom, and there we go. It looks like he's round the back of the 21WS container there, just looting some of these stashes along the way. Doesn't look like he's got an incredible amount of computer parts here, but is going to be making his way through to the Emacom extract. We've got Cringe underneath. He's out near power at the moment, but potentially could be trying to make his way either to Bagless or through to Emacom.
Even let alone, just surviving alone is worth 3 points. And he does have a few parts in the Gamma. Cringe heading back upstairs. Might be heading for Bagless himself. Yep, he's heading for Bagless.
Do a little bit of that shuffle there and dip the bag somewhere, and off he goes. Right, Toad very cautious on the way to this extract here, just checking out underneath. Definitely does not want to run into any of these competitors here with 4.5 minutes left in raid. There's every chance that that could happen.
Oh, such an exposed part of the map where Toadstyles is running.
It's so open, and you know that near that weapon crate on the back of the Emacom ramp there, the amount of times that somebody's just taken some shots at me here, and you're stuck. You can go prone in a bush to maybe get some cover, but it's not going to happen. MC Nightman actually very close to where Cringe was, by the way, just taking some shots out towards power, and Muzzawilly also in a similar area by the looks as well. He was obviously we had him underneath the Emacom back ramp there of Ollie. And he could be hearing Cringe here as well, who was going to the Bagless. MC Nightman, who looks like he's heading towards Bagless as well. We could have a three-way fight here if we're not careful.
There's someone else here.
Don't you know it?
So 4 of our competitors still up. Cringe still doing a little bit of Tetris here in the bag. Muzzawilly on the extract out. That is super lucky for both McNightman and Cringe. And Toadstyle still, I'm sure, freaking out over towards that Emacom extract there, checking every angle, completely unaware that our competitors are busy over by Bagless.
And looking for stashes. Or looking for his
absolutely.
bag, I'm not sure.
Every minute counts, and those stashes have a lot of computer parts in them as well. So really, really good to see using effectively the final remaining couple of minutes in raid. MC Nightman just approaching. Yep. All right, Cringe just in the extract hack. Like these guys are seconds away from each other. Cringey's in the extract. He looks like he's going to get out.
Longest 8 seconds of your life.
And I'm not sure if McNightman heard this at all, but he's pushing towards that extract now. Because he knew that there was someone else underneath. He's just found that bag there as well.
Go check the bag. There's computer parts in there.
Yeah. All good. And looks like McNightman will get out as well. And then Toadstyle, so long as he doesn't run into any trouble on those scabs on that highway there. It looks like he's going to get out as well.
it was like air traffic control. They came in 30 seconds apart, 3 in a row, and didn't see each other. Amazing.
That is incredible. Yeah, I really cannot believe, and they were definitely aware that there were some other people around. You know, we saw McNiman just frequently looking underneath there. We knew Muzzle Willie was also very aware of, obviously, when Ridstar was there earlier as well. It's incredible to see how close they get. And it's one of the benefits of these private servers, you know, that we get to see, like, in any of these evasion competitions, we get to see the points of view from our competitors while they're out there collecting all of their computer parts to build their next greatest build on Shopping for a LAN Party. And chat, if you need to go and collect some parts, if you need that next greatest build, make sure you go and check out Stints Built, one of our amazing partners with the Evasion solo battles. Please go and check them out. We'll put a link up in chat, and we're going to watch a small advert from them, and we'll be back very shortly. All right, and we are back. Now, Toast, after that excitement in that raid with competitors being way too close to each other, drawn out fights there at the start that, you know, didn't eventuate, where are we at with the points? How have our guys finished up, and who have we seen make some real plays?
Well, shopping has never been so terrifying, but Cringe came out on top again and has got a commanding lead at this point with 44 points. But Ridstar leapt up to 26 points. He banked, remember, he banked early, and you can see why with all those computer parts. He got 21 points worth of computer parts. And he's really rocketed up there with 26 points. Then Wild Koala, not far behind on 23 points in the third and final money cash prize paying position, but only 2 points out of the money is Toadstyles on 21, and very close behind is Nightman with 19, and even closer, or just as close, Splinter is just behind with 17. Muzzer Willie did okay there, then Train not so well, and you can see that some of the competitors are yet to survive long enough to get into the points with their looting and shooting. But that's what happens when you get killed right off the spawn. You have a couple of bad raids in a row, but all it takes is a couple of good raids in a row to turn that right around.
That's right, you know, and we can see that Cringe has had a breakaway raid there after a really good, strong Labs raid as well at the start, but he is not far enough ahead away from any of these guys yet to call this a done deal. So Ridstar, obviously, that leap, again, we saw this last night on the final map of the night, went from 12th position into 6th, and he's gone and done it again. He's pushed his way well through this list of competitors to get himself into 2nd place now. Now, if he can maintain that position, if he can have some really solid raids, he could be in the running to actually win this tonight, which would be amazing to see from 12th all the way into 1st. It's going to be incredible. But look, some really good raids from a lot of our competitors here. No one's out of the running yet here at all. I think I'd love to see Sonobi get up in the next raid and have a really, really solid raid. Obviously, same for Probster Marcus and Lil Pants as well. Train, definitely a very top contender here as well. So she could absolutely slay out on the next 3 maps. Toast, do you want to take us through the rules for the next map? Where are we going next? What are we doing? What's happening?
So this round marks the middle of the competition, the 3rd map out of 5, and we're going moonshine shooting on Shoreline. Yep, we're heading to the shoreline, the peaceful resort area that's bayside, that's on the beach, for a peaceful 25 minutes of shooting and looting. Now, what's happened on our private server is Jaeger has hidden a fierce hatchling moonshine in every stash on the map. And boy, does Shoreline have a lot of stashes. But do our Chad players know where those stashes are? And I'm pretty sure all our finalists have been practicing since their first round, learning these stashes if they don't know them already. The moonshines are worth 3 points each that you can extract with, but you must extract to get those points. The extract itself is also worth 3 points. A kill of a scav, any scav, boss or otherwise, is worth 1 point. A PMC kill is worth 1 point, and the dog tags, if you can extract with them, are worth 2 points each. The same loadout rules as before. Anything you can spend your money on that's available from your level 4 traders, but no Reapers, Fleurs, or T7s. But it's going to be a free-for-all with 12 players all spawning in to the same raid at the same time. Some of these spawns are very close together. So they're not going to be looking for moonshine. They're going to be looking for other players when they spawn in and get going on this moonshine shooting round.
Absolutely. And Toast, you've hit the nail on the head again. You know that there is such an importance on getting these extracts, right? Like on surviving. You know, if you don't survive, you don't get to keep those points from the moonshine. You don't get to keep the points from the dog tags as well. So an extract is, you said it was 3 points, but I really feel like in most cases, you know, it's anywhere from that 3 points up to 20 or more for some of these guys. So it is incredible. You're not wrong either. Those spawns are very close together. And we saw a case over both the last couple of nights where we've had some of those really, really close spawns. Players just push straight into the action in the first couple of minutes of these raids. But they can't let their guard down at all as well. You know, we saw a lot of spicy bushes last night too. So it's going to be interesting to see how our competitors go on our first raid of the night. We're joining Muzzer Willie. Looks like he's spawned out by the swamp area. Lots of stashes to be found out here, Toast.
There's lots of stashes, but they're very exposed. And he's right near that lighthouse extract. Someone probably spawned by the village. And look, Marcus is overlooking the swamp as well. He's spawned just behind Muzzer Willie and maybe looking out for movement. He's in a bush already. He knows what's what. But Muzzer is running around and may get spotted by Marcus.
Not the 100% spot I wanted, but still a decent one.
It's not a bad spawn, especially when you're looking for those stashes, trying to get those moonshines. You definitely want to be close to them all.
Oh, Marcus going down.
Fucking do it.
I thought he had the advantage, but Muzzer spotted him back and got the kill. Took a couple of hits. He called the Bush strategy. And
absolutely.
He was right.
So we're with Train and McKnightman right now here. McKnightman just trying to find some of these stashes in these bushes. And it's often that the spicy bush play is a play because there's stashes in so many of these bushes.
Absolutely, that's right. There's one right near these bushes, but you're not going to make it there. Oh, my goodness.
Train very aware about McKnightman around the corner. McKnightman absolutely caught with his pants down. Unfortunately, that will take him out of this raid. Not to worry, though. There's still 2 more raids to go. We're joining Splinter and Ridstar over in the village.
Look, they're village people now.
Ridstar. Unfortunate there.
That
Splinter
was rough.
hearing that noise.
I thought Ridstar making a lot of noise there, jumping those over those boxes. Gave himself away.
These villagers, Toast, there is way too many noise cues in here, right? And if you're holding a position, it's very easy to work out where somebody is just by the type of, the sounds you're hearing. Who have we got here? Cringe is on the edge of the map. He's out towards the road to customs out here. So it looks like he's heading down south. There's a few of these stashes down towards the train extract down the bottom here, just being very cautious, checking ahead.
There is a stash on the water's edge in one of these gullies, but it looks like Cringe might have heard something.
He seems a little bit
Toadstyles
spooked here
has a
for
moonshine.
sure. Might be Toadstyles on the other side of this fight here.
That's the stash there, yes. And, Cringe going out to Toadstyles at the stash.
Unfortunate for our point leader there, Cringe, who had about 18 points ahead of second place. Let's hope maybe he's got enough points there to keep him with a really solid lead after this third raid is finished. Still 2 remaining raids of the night, guys. So he's not out of the race by getting out of that one there. Toadstyles confirming a kill, taking the tag, and
didn't take the moonshine. Didn't even examine.
No. All right, Little Pants over here in the village still.
I'm so used to the village being a quiet place. You can loot to your heart's content, unopposed, but not in this competition.
Toast, we've just spawned into this raid, and Koala's out. He's gone, mate. He's leaving. He's on the pier.
He must have does he have a bag full of moonshine? Because this is wild going out this quickly.
Either that or he's had a really good rotation through a bunch of scavs here. That's really good to see. Probably a decent strategy midway through this competition to be banking some of those points, getting a nice solid push up that ladder there. He's very happy with himself.
Well, we'll see on the points table because this updates as soon as players come out on the scoreboard.
All right, there we go. See it on the bottom of the screen there, 37 points. That's pushed him well into second position at the moment. So an epic raid there for Wild Koala.
Yeah, he's got a total of 25 item points for the 3 raids so far. So some of those have been moonshines, definitely.
All right, Brobster in the village as well here. Little Pants still not too far away either. Toast, I reckon Brob's very aware that someone else is here in this village currently. He's too cautious.
Little Pants a snake in the grass there. Looking into the village area, the bus shelter.
There we go. He's just keeping an eye on those stashes there. Yep. Toast, I think that's probably the only... I know of about 3 stashes on Shoreline. I know there is so many of them, but that's probably one of the only stashes that I really know to check every time. So I tell you what, if that was me in this competition, I would be dead to Little Pants right now running to those stashes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that's that successful raid for Wild Koala there. We're just being told it was 3 moonshine plus a bunch of scav kills. So definitely a really, really solid raid for him, obviously pushing him up into second position.
I just looked up mapgenie.io. There are 40 caches on Shoreline.
40. Incredible. Muzza Willie just looking at the top of this rock here. Is there someone close by? Train as well looks like to be having a very successful raid, just going around the top north end of the map. Quite a lot of stashes out there. Hopefully a bag full of moonshine. And we've got a fight here breaking out between Lil Pants and Splinter in the village. Looks like Little Pants has opted to push down in.
A brave leap from Splinter.
Absolutely. Slight delay here in the view here, guys. But these guys are definitely on top of each other.
Oh. Wow, Little Pants,
looks like
amazing positioning. Yeah, there's
That's
Splinter's
right.
POV
Splinter
facing the wrong way at the wrong time.
Yep. That's a tough one, right? Like you can't turn around that quick in Tarkov. Like, and if you think something's there, you've just got to commit to trying to get that fire there and hopefully hit the other person. But it's it's Little Pants who's come out the winner on that fight there. Village has been
you got to check that corner.
Absolutely. Village has been a very, very spicy spot here. So Lil Pants just going to snip an arm back on, go and collect a tag. Hopefully some moonshines there. Muzzer Willie has potentially heard this fight.
Mm.
Splinter.
Oh, that's the edge of the village, isn't it? Yes.
Yep. So a little bit of the
smell blood
carnage
in the
from
water.
earlier. And Brobster still not too far away either, actually. So 3 competitors all currently very close in this area. Little Pants opting to get back onto the outskirts of this village again.
That loss. That lose.
All right, joining Train here on the stash hunt. 2 moonshines in the Gamma with a 3rd being placed in there as well. Remember, survive is needed to get the point for those moonshines there, but it is a very good strategy to be putting them in your container to keep them away from a competitor who might take you out as well. You'd hate to not only die, but to give whoever's killed you an additional 9 points.
Mm. Sinobi with
Sinobi as well,
Overwatch
still in the game.
position. Wonder if he's watching a stash on that hill. Scavs worth a point each, but they do give away a lot of information. Sinobi heading into the resort. There's no stashes in there, but plenty of
Fucking
scavs to
man.
farm.
You can never see them.
Train with a love-hate relationship with the scavs. And Sinobi looking for some points. And this is a bit like going in the underground car park in Interchange. You can pick up a lot of points here by finding a few scavs. You probably don't want to run into Scav Boss here, but the odds are against that. And smart way to get some money. Back in the swamp, Toad. Toad's going fast because he just drank a moonshine. I believe the moonshine is like taking all of the stims in the game without any of the disadvantages. So he can run as far as he wants from stash to stash. He's just looting that cemetery stashes in the open. But he's feeling safe enough to have a look. But meanwhile, Lil Pants in the swamp, scouting out the area. Is that swamp? Near the road to Lighthouse Extract. A popular extract, of course, is always available. And since a lot of play has been happening at the village, it's an easy option.
maybe pier can be open.
Couple of
Just a reminder, you've got
couple of caches here, but such a dangerous place because he can get stuck out here.
I don't know exactly
Muzz
where
are
this
hungry
stash is. Fuck.
for the moonshine. And he doesn't know where the stashes are. There's one behind the shed he was just
allowed
in,
to have a map
and
up?
one by the house.
Yeah, but oh, sweet.
He might be going to mapgenie.io as well.
Definitely checking it out. You want to be quick down there on that island, I tell you, Toast, because you're not wrong. That is a terrible spot to be caught in. Contenders will potentially be heading towards that tunnel extract. We've seen quite a few people opt for the early extract so that they're not running into somebody there. But if he gets caught down there, he will definitely be caught with his pants down. So crazy to see. Lil Pants and Train here look like they're in a fight. With Lil Pants going down, single taps there from Train. Very accurate, very clean. And you got to be happy with that. Making another tag and some points.
She's so calm and collected in battle. Quick reflexes. It's just a pleasure to watch Train work.
Do I get points for tags that aren't mine? Or?
Yes, you do.
So,
2 points.
Absolutely. So Train there, just clarifying that with her battle mod, and that's exactly what they're there for in the moment. In competition, it is way too intense, way too focused to remember, and sometimes you just forget things. So she is on her way out with 3 tags and some moonshines, an epic raid from Train. Muzzer Willie's made his way off Scav Island, thankfully, heading down the beach.
I wonder if he found those stashes or he bailed. He might be heading to the pier extract too. And there is a cache along here somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is.
I don't even know where this one is. There it is.
I had a feeling
Learn something.
The shoreline.
All right, another moonshine.
Oh, M80s.
3 in the bag. No
Does he
idea
have
how
them
many in the
gamma?
container there
They're
as
just
well.
He
Could
might
be.
have another 3.
Yeah, 61s.
Robster out in
the
the
blue
construction
fence.
area.
Yes, there's
Out
this
by the
cache in
cottages.
the corner. Must have just come away from that one.
It's good to see the majority of our competitors here really have brushed up with their knowledge. And wow, look at those moonshines. So 4 in the container, 3 in the bag. That's an incredible number. That's what 21 points alone just in moonshines currently.
Ross are trying to get to the one in the middle of the lake. There's no easy way to get there. You've got to go the long way. Keep going. It's at the end. In the bush.
9 minutes left in raid with 4 of our players still remaining. We've got Sir Nobby, we've got Muzzer Willie, obviously, Toadstyles, and Brobster. Really squeezing every last minute out of this raid.
Oh, this is just a masterclass in caches and stashes. Oh, it hasn't been hit. Number 8. Oh, if he can take that extract at the pier, I'd just go.
Well, it's a risky play, though. He's not aware that that extract's up. You know, it's up sometimes. And I swear every time I go to use it, it's never up.
Look, it's been up all 3 rounds. I wonder if it's permanently up on this private server. But
We'll
that's
have to
24
confirm
points in
that
his
with our-
bag. Oh, Toadstyles in the
Toadstyles also
same
at pier
area.
as well, though. So he looks like he's going to hit that stash that's out at the little lighthouse here towards the end.
Yes, the lighthouse stash.
Okay, this is good. Muzzers.
I think Muzzer has bypassed the pier, but is looking out at that stash.
Yep.
If Toad
Toad's
pushes
standing
out
by
here,
the wall.
Yep. Now, I don't think Muzzer's aware
Muzzer
of
must
this
have heard
at all.
something. Oh, why is he looking so intently? He must
Oh,
have heard
true. No,
something.
maybe he's definitely aware. Toad pushing out
Toadstones
here.
makes a move. I'm not sure the time difference here.
Only a few
709,
seconds.
709. They look the same. I wonder if there's enough cover behind the lip of the sand dune.
There we go.
He
He's
can't be
just
seen
seen the
from here.
movement.
Oh, has he got any nades?
Toadstole's in a
And what
really,
amazing
really
cover
bad spot
Toad
here.
managed to get. And now he's stranded out there. Oh, there's a look. Can he make this shot, though?
And the ducking and weaving from Toadstole's there,
strength.
taking the stomach out. A bit of a heavy bleed. Looks like he's going to
He's
try and
got
get
some-
down here, maybe put his life back together. But Muzzawilly on the attack, instantly going down to the pier here. He's going to push down and maybe catch Toadstoles on that ramp.
Toadstoles is every shade of yellow on the body, black stomach, I think. He's got the
This is a
surf kit out.
This is a huge risky play. Both players with a lot of moonshines here. There's a lot of points that you could potentially not only lose, but hand to a competitor as well. And being that close to an extract, if this fight breaks out, the winner of this fight is going to leave with an additional, you know, sort of like 18 plus points from one of their competitors. So this is absolutely huge.
Nades come out. That was 5 moonshines for Toadstoles, 8 for Muzza. He's drinking
4
one.
moonshines now. He's going for it. He needs this stamina. I think
Oh.
he's maybe going to go for the sprint.
The stamina and the healing. Smart move.
He's going
He's
for 2 of the
drinking a lot.
moonshines. Now,
I
is
don't know
this a
what that'll
play?
do to a man?
Is this a play? Right? He's just drunk all of the moonshines that's in his bag. He's denying the points. He's opting to say, listen, I'm going to take these points in my gamma, but if you take me out, you're not having these points from these moonshines. That is an absolutely massive play from Toadstoles here, who's now opted to start taking this fight. This is impressive to see. So Muzzawilly with the most to potentially lose here on the line. Grenades coming out from Toadstoles. He's absolutely out of this fight. He's heading out towards the pier. Muzzawilly pushed back by those grenades. He's really scared to push out at the moment. He's actually pulled back a little bit to get some more solid cover, allowing Toadstoles to get to that extract. 23 seconds left on the timer. Muzzawilly's completely pulled out of this fight. And if he doesn't turn around and try and pick that angle, he might miss this entirely, allowing Toadstoles to get out.
Oh, if he gets around in time, he will get a shot on the pier. I don't think he'll make it in time, though. I think he wants to keep his 8.
Out of stam there. I think Muzza might have been
go on.
worth just taking one of those moonshines to try and get that extra distance. But that will be Toadstoles successfully extracting from the raid.
It's actually very close.
It will be.
That's wild. Not too far for Muzzawilly to get to the new extract in the corner of the map.
Absolutely.
But realising he's
So
a bit
Toadstoles had
Might not
drunk
make it.
3 moonshines this raid, so it actually consumed 9 points.
That's what I'm thinking.
Incredible.
trying to lighten the load.
Probably the gun, actually.
3 minutes and
Doesn't want-
20 seconds left in raid, and we have 3 competitors still up. We've got Brobster, Muzzawilly, and also Sir Nobby.
Shit.
These guys are all going to be heading to extracts. Definitely, I would probably keep the gun. I know
No,
you
I
want to
think
drop
I'm
some weight
gonna
here to get the extract. Keep the gun, Muzza. You never know what you're going to
True.
come up against here.
If you want more stamina, drink one of those
bridge.
moonshines.
Absolutely. So Nobby looks
like
like
a-
he's heading
a
out
mule.
towards an extract as well.
He might be heading to the
Basics would be
same one.
good.
Oh no, he's heading to the fence line, so different extract.
I swear if that...
All right, so I'm just
Here
hearing in my ear
was
right
open.
now that Toad would have been in first place if he hadn't have drunk those last 2 moonshines. So not only an epic raid from him already, but actually would have taken that first place position, overtaking Cringe, who was out early in this raid.
Oh man, I'm only just gonna make this.
If he survived. Of course, he got some healing from those, from one of those moonshines at least.
All right, so Nobby heading out towards what looks like the road to Customs Extract. Robster looks like, is he
The moonshine
above?
to make it.
Is he above the swamp there? He could be heading to Path to Lighthouse. So
See the
Brobster on the
extract.
opposite side of the map.
Yeah.
He's going to have a clean extract here, as long as he makes it in time. Muzzer Willie's still absolutely panting. Just need to confirm what
I can
extracts
see
he's
the
got.
extract
CCP
there.
might not be open. He could have an option to get out at the that train
As long as no
extract
one's
there if that's
camping.
up. Otherwise, Road to Customs is going to be his option there with Sir Nobby.
These are the last two players in raid. Watch out for the minefield.
All right, so Nobby in the extract. He's getting out, leaving Muzzer Willie by himself. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in his raid. Struggling to
yeah,
jump
Brobster's
over these
still.
fences here with no remaining stamina. Oh, sorry, Brobster's still in as well.
My
There we
mistake.
go. We're good. We're all right. We are fine. I timed it perfectly. The good
Perfect.
thing
Brobster looks
I've
like
done
he's
this
on
map
the
a
money
few
to get
times.
out there.
And check a stash on the way, hopefully.
Absolutely. Muzzer getting out as well with 30 seconds left in raid. Congratulations to all of our competitors in that raid there. That was Toast. That was incredible. We saw some really big brain plays there. I think that like the highlight of that whole raid there had to have been the fight between Muzzer Willie and Toadstyles there. Like incredible big brain from Toadstyles there, trying to make sure that he was denying those points. Unfortunately, him drinking away those points with the moonshines didn't quite get him into first position. But Toast, where have we ended up with this leaderboard right now?
Well, he can't be too sad about it because he's in third place. So Muzzer Willie leapt into number one spot. Easy to see why with the number of moonshines he had on him and extracting. So 48 points, grabbing the lead from Cringe, who lost out a bit earlier on 44 points. And Toadstyles also climbing a long way up the leaderboard, not quite to the top, but right up in the money, in the prize winning positions with 40 points. Not far behind to Wild Koala, then Train, and then Ridstar, still holding on, not number one anymore, but still holding on and with a really good showing on 26 points. McKnightman, not far behind Splinter, then Sir Nobby, and finally Brobster, Little Pants, and Marcus NZ having a rough day of it so far in the competition.
Absolutely. But as we just saw with that raid there, you know, massive points from Toadstyles, massive points from Muzzer Willie. Marcus has still got every chance to get into one of these paying positions, which of course is provided very, very amazingly by Battlestate Games. Obviously the creator of the game, the company who currently got their staff on the other side of the world on their weekend, no less, making sure that we're able to put on this amazing event for you guys with courtesy private servers, and obviously providing that prize money as well. So $1,500 for first, $1,000 for second, and $500 for third. Still 2 remaining raids left for the night. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes up. Our competitors are obviously getting ready. I'm sure they're trying to strategize now based on where they're sitting here. You know, there could be some really, really risky plays from some of these competitors are lower down on the board, and maybe we might find some of these top players, for example, just trying to solidify their positions and maybe not risk trying to lose too many of these points as well. And I mean, I spoke earlier, obviously Cringe had the first amount of points from, or the highest points from the first and the second raids, has held him in that second position for the third raid. So if he can get some good raids up, absolutely it's going to be great for him. If any of these guys in this top position don't have a great raid this one, they could be falling back behind, letting some of those lower competitors come up and take those spots. And that might happen right now on Boss's Treasure, which is our customs day map. Toast, do you want to run us through what's involved?
This is our most hog wild challenge of the whole solo battles. We're going to customs and we have 25 minutes, but we've got a very unusual situation. Same as in the heats, but if you didn't see it, this is crazy. Get this, Rashala is going to spawn in and he's going to be in the construction site. And he doesn't have his golden TT with him. He's got a key in his pocket and he's got the key to the gas station office. So you've got to try and get that key off Rashala, and it can't be put in your gamma, it has to be put in your backpack, and then get to the gas station office to get the golden TT, which he's left on the desk. That golden TT also can't be put in your gamma, you've got to be carried out. If you can carry that golden TT out, that is worth the biggest points in the whole competition, 10 points for that golden TT. But everyone is spawning into the one raid with that one objective. It's going to be mayhem free for all. There are other points to get along the way. Killing Rashala gets you 5 points. Each of his guards get you 2 points. Each PMC gets you 1 point. 2 if you can get the dog tag and extract with it. 1 if you can get a scav. And it's just total mayhem because everyone is focused on that one objective, unless you take a totally alternative strategy and go farm scavs in the backfields or camp the gas station or any other, or try and get Overwatch over to the construction area. There's a lot of strategies you can employ here, apart from just chatting it out and trying to get PvP kills. But don't forget, this is 12 individuals spawning into customs. A lot of those spawns are close together. A lot of those like we've seen a lot of action even out in the customs area, in the big red area. You can get action anywhere on this map with the spawns this close together, Trent.
Absolutely. And, you know, you talked about strategy. I am a very strong believer that this particular map we have for this solo competition is probably the map where strategy and any plans that you have going in count the most. You know, we saw last night Afraid, for example. He went and killed Rashala and all the boys. He collected that key and then threw the key away. He made sure that no other competitor was going to be able to go and get that key and potentially get the gold TT. We saw Brobster, who was close by those officers at the time, waiting to get the jump on somebody who might have got the key. Unfortunately, we didn't see that play out for him last night. But this is where strategy is really, really important. And I think having a plan B is super important as well. You know, if you're gunning to go and get Rashala, but he's gone, he's dead, the key's gone, somebody's on the way, they've picked up the golden TT, you're not wrong. Going for the scav kills out in the outfields, that could be a really solid play here as well. And customs, there are so many scavs that I don't think that's a bad plan at all. So 25 minutes in this raid, our competitors have got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to prioritize, and if they're clued up and switched on, they should be able to hear and sort of get a really good feel for exactly what's happening around them. So I hope they've had a good amount of time to have a think between those raids. They've set all their gear up, they've loaded in, loot is loaded, and we're going to be joining our first competitor right now. Who's it going to be?
Little Pants,
fantastic.
Kill things, right?
And you've got to be able to adapt to the spawn that you get and adapt your strategy accordingly. Oh, I think he feels like he's close to another competitor. Hear those footsteps. Oh, Red Star's
Red Star
nearby.
on the other side of this.
Oh no, did Red Star go down? There's a delay on Red Star, but brutal for Red Star going out so quickly. That's a tough break. Little Pants picking up a dog tag.
Absolutely, and we saw Lil Pants there just removing the rear sight from his gun. It's, you know, on these private servers, you haven't got all of your presets to fall back on, but Muzzle Willy in the Foundation currently right now, this is
Yeah, they're all
Rashala's
gonna be down
home.
the
This
bottom.
is where he's going to be. So he's obviously opted to go and prioritize getting that key. It'll be interesting to see if there's any other competitors who have decided to push him here as well. And this could end
I
up
like
in
this
a
strategy because a
three-way,
lot of
four-way
people
fight.
hold back. Mm. Now we know Rashala's in the
While
area,
he's
but we
having a
don't
look
know
there.
where.
In dorms at the moment, we've got Train and MC Nightman currently in here. Looks like third story door has been opened.
Hey,
McNightman
no
up the
metal
other end,
sound
up near the
coming
marked room here. Train doing the dash back and forth with a quick side peek to try and get either bait some shots out or get a look to exactly where this competitor is. Pulls a grenade, gets ready to go and throw that down the hallway, pushing McNightman back onto the balcony up the top here. Train going for the window peek straight out of one of these rooms onto the balcony. Train is someone who has played these dorms many, many times and knows a lot of these strategies. Congratulations to Train there. Goes for the peek out straight out of the door and hits a very clean shot onto McNightman standing there in that hallway. Unfortunate for McNightman to go out that early, but well done to Train there. You can see quickly stitching up, putting her life back together. Marcus NZ also in the dorms here as well.
Probably heard all of that and got a lot of intel.
Absolutely. So he'd come up into that. He was
Decided
just at the
not.
other end of that hallway there. Nope, I'm out. He's gone.
He said, it sounds like Train's in there. I'm out of here.
No, and completely fair, Toast. You know, you got to think about this, right? A PMC is only worth 3 points. Now, it's fairly early in the raid. It would probably be too early to say that anyone's got the key or anyone's got the gold TT. So pushing a player for 3 points, but risking all those potential other points you can get, it's a tough decision to make and something that it's good to see him pull out of that fight and live to fight another day. Cringe and Brobster here, either side of the truck yard here.
Cringe, the early leader, wanting to get back up the points table. Not enjoying being this side of the river at all. Especially with that sound. Dodged a grenade there. But doesn't have eyes on his opponent.
A big woods enjoyer
Tough
here
area
right
to get
now.
out of.
Whoosh. Oh, that looked like that was a grenade. Just hit Brobster right in the chest.
Props are looking under the trucks, looking for feet. Similar strategies on both sides. Distance shots. Cringe bailing. Oh, Brobson knows the direction. I wonder where this... Bit short. Cringe
While
might have
these
dodged a
guys
bullet on that
are
one.
fighting, definitely while this is, we'll leave those guys fight that one out. We're joining Lil Pants and Toadstyles here right now, down by the customs checkpoint. Lil Pants holding that position, just taking some shots out towards Toadstyles when he's walked out of the gate, or maybe that was a scav. Nope, it definitely was Toadstyles, unfortunately. Nice kill there from Lil Pants, just holding that perfect peak.
And Toadstyles just ran right around that corner, not a care in the world, and game over.
And it's a difficult decision to make, right? Like, there's so many points you'll miss out on by spending a lot of time and dedicating it to one fight. You know, we see a lot of competitors who go into these competitions saying, hey, listen, like, I know I should be checking every angle, but honestly, with 25 minutes in raid, it's not a lot of time. And if you want to try and get all of those points that are available to you in the scavs and the other objectives. You know, sometimes the best play, honestly, can just be moving as quick as possible to try and hit all of those objectives. So, unfortunate to see him out of this raid, but there's still one more map coming up after this as well for Lighthouse. A scav doing a little prone dance there. Okay. All good. Chat, just remember
Big
as well,
move
drops
climbing
are
up
on.
that tower.
Absolutely. Drops are on for our main channel here. Drops are also on for all of our competitors. And while you're there collecting those drops, remember, follows are free. We'll chuck a link up to all our competitors in the chat. Train wandering through construction here.
Is Marcus got skeleton there? Looking out for people moving in or out.
He's very close by, so he looks like he's right near. I always forget the name of it, but you need a key to get up to that little portable unit on top of the stacked on top of the other one there, the bunkhouse key. So he's right near there, so he's not too far at all away.
I'd like to know how Muzza went hunting for Rishala. There he is in our corner.
Well, Muzza looks like he's actually over at the office here now, so yeah.
He may
looks
have
like he was able to...
Oh, yes.
There it is.
Golden TT
Right,
on
so
the
Muzza's
desk, looking out for snipers. And he's got the golden TT, I think. And nobody camped the gas station this time around.
Well, not yet, but don't forget we had Little Pants who was not too far away at the checkpoint on the other side here, and we've got Train coming in exactly the same direction. These guys are heading straight into each other right now.
Boy.
If I was Muzzawilly, I would be sweating right now. He doesn't know who any of these competitors are, but having that golden TT on you just sounds like trouble. I'd be wanting to get out as soon as possible.
Absolutely, but he's going right through the middle of the map.
Oh dear.
Into bus
This is not going to be
parking.
good toast.
Both great competitors. Oh, Train getting the better of Muzza. And will Train loot and find the golden TT.
They can't tell.
He is gonna be hurting over that. But we got Marcus who was at that bunkhouse there. He's just heard that fight take place. So he's trying to get that angle over the top here. Train's going to be able to collect, if she checks all the bags and stuff, she will be able to collect that golden TT. Still very cautious from that. She knew there was another player close by. We saw her checking out everywhere here. Marcus just creeping up, trying to get an angle through.
She brought a medical moonshine with her. Smart move.
What?
Accidental cancel of the CMS kit there. Marcus chucking some grenades out onto Train now. Quickly slaps a Propitol on. You know, Toast, we could see this golden TT change hands again.
Well, Train goes down here. No one else knows it's here. And she doesn't know it's here either. This could be lost
Not
forever.
yet, no. Well, she'll prioritise putting
when
her
you can heal.
bits back together. Absolutely it is.
I think
I
Marcus
just
has
hope
moved
Train.
off.
He's close by. I think he's just having a good listen, but I really hope Train makes sure she loots that body there. All right, Train hearing a scav here. Now, this could give her some false confidence.
Oh my god.
Obviously distracting her currently while Marcus is here listening to all of this take place. Still
Don't say
very
a thing,
aware that that PNC is still
I
there.
did a potato, you did.
Splinter over by New Gas currently here. And in a fight, by the looks of it, he's taken a heavy hit to the chest, but looks like he's taken down another one of the competitors here.
He's taken down Koala. And he's not out of trouble.
Alright, so Splinter just barely making it out of that fight. That was a heavy bleed, plus the big hit to the chest there. Train here still yet to loot Muzzer Willie's body. Okay, might happen here. There we go. Gold TT
There
confirmed.
it is.
10 points. Now she
If
just
she
needs to get out.
survives.
Marcus still just on the other side of this fence. He hasn't made a play to push across. It's very exposed coming on the other, like going through either those containers there or coming out of one of those gaps in the fence. Train might have the opportunity to just sneak around the back and get out of this. And Splinter wasn't too far away either. He was actually heading towards this section as well, so...
I wonder if you train,
Have a bug
do
and
you
all I
head
can hear is my
straight
guy
out, or would you
panting.
try and get more kills?
Well, it's risky, you know, and this is, you know, the second last raid of the night. It's definitely the time to be making those risky plays like we spoke about earlier.
She's
Rob's
involved in the
looks like
top
he's
three
just
at the
taking some
moment.
shots at her.
What? Shit myself.
Dropping the TT. Point denial. You love to see it. She can come back and collect that one later on. And an amazing shot there from Train. Brobster taken out of the fourth raid here, collects her golden TT on the way to go and collect yet another tag. Can anyone stop the Train here with Marcus? Looks like he's creeping up as well. Again, he's heard this fight taking place.
He's going to be making noise himself. He missed that chance while Train was looting. No, she's not coming back this way, Marcus.
So considering the direction she's running, she might be pushing towards Ruaf Extract here. Good opportunity for her to get out and bank some really, really solid points for this raid. Marcus
And
still
maybe
just
kill a
holding
couple
that
of scavs
angle
on the
here.
way.
Yeah, definitely. Cringe now on Hill 1, we call this one. Looking over at the construction area. He's obviously heard a little bit of that noise there. Splinter not far behind him either. So 6 players remain in this raid. 4 players all around this area right now. Splinter, Marcus, Cringe, and Train on this side of the map.
I wonder if Splinter catches up to Marcus.
There is every chance at this point.
Cringe hearing something. And making some noise.
Bro, there's a fucking bush bandit here.
Train out near
Train's
Ruaf
healing
at the
from
moment,
a
fighting
scav
some
fight.
scavs. All right, so Nobby's over at this Ruaf Extract here. Toast, this is... I am so worried for Train right now.
She's just trying to get out. She's hoping to get maybe a scav or two on the way, but not this hard. And now players are catching up with her. Oh, Nobby taking shots.
She's just exiting straight out of this fight. But remember, Cringe was over there on Hill 1. We had Marcus inside of the skeleton section there as well.
Nobby taking shots in the bush.
Now we wait for stamina. Oh my god.
Airdrop coming over now as well, which is not ideal. This is going to give a lot of people some sound cover. We could see some real big pushes take place here.
And everyone's on the move.
Nobby, yep, he looks like he's moving back over to Crack House. Train moving down towards the extract here, and I can't see, but it looks like it might be up for her. She might be lucky to actually have completely dodged all of these guys and get out of this raid, securing those points for that golden TT.
Yep, Smuggler's extract is up. Oh, this is going to be huge for Train if she can wait these 6 seconds and get out.
Absolutely, just checking all around her, and she is out.
Oh.
So a sigh of relief there for the girl, her mod. I think they're both very happy. So Nobby looks like he's just taken out a player.
Taken out Splinter. That is rough at the extract. And there may be more in the area.
All right, mate.
Absolutely. 7.5 minutes left in raid.
Oh, and Marcus just died to a scav guard. Very bad luck there.
So he must have rotated out of that construction area over to Foundation.
Oh!
Cringe looks like he's
surprised by a scav.
Right here at Dorms, and it looks like he's actually just killed Lil Pants as well. Right near the Dorms. We just missed that fight there, but absolutely incredible for Cringe, taking out a bunch of these scavs at Dorms. Two alive now left in raid toast, so Sir Nobby and Cringe.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going back there.
We
Hopefully
just
Pants
lost
didn't have the
5
key,
players
the gun
in a couple of
rig.
minutes. This is wild.
Cringy opting not at all to return back to the Dorms there.
So Nobby in the extract area where a lot of carnage took place at RUAF.
Nice skill. Quick reminder, you have 6 minutes left.
Thank you, mate.
And he might be able to pick up some dog tags.
Chat, if he had the gun in his rig, I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Alright? I hope you know that.
Well, Cringy, he certainly didn't, mate, but you will never know unless you go and check, so... Alright, so Nobby's still just here by the Ruaf extract. Coming up to 5 minutes left in the raid, and I'll tell you right now, Toast, I think we're in for a real shake-up on this leaderboard here, just looking at some of these points scrolling by on the bottom of the page.
Oh, yeah.
And still one more raid left for the night. We're going to be heading to Lighthouse next, so it's going to be crazy to see what some of our competitors can do. And people, you know, that were holding some of those top positions, if they've been taken down a couple of notches, taken out of those positions for the money, it's going to be a really big final raid to reclaim some of those positions with the amount of points we've just seen over this raid.
And just seeing the difference between the heats and the final, the level of confidence and skill in these opponents. They've gained so much knowledge doing these challenges, which are totally new to them. And how do you practice for this challenge with the golden TT locked in a room and everyone fighting for that one spot? But these guys are learning so quickly on their feet and managing to do amazing things with it.
Absolutely, Toast. And like spot on, right? Like you could go and mock up a raid on a public server by yourself, but you will never be able to, without private servers there, be able to do some test runs with 12 PMCs that are all gunning for the same objectives, right? They've all got the same thing on their mind, and that's just the maximum points they can possibly get. So this isn't something you can practice at home. This is something you need to be an incredibly skilled player and just rely on the skills and just the absolute determination you've got on the day to make it through and perhaps find yourself the winner and sharer of $3,000 prize pool provided by Battlestate Games.
So Nobby getting some Dutch courage there from the Moonshine, and he's not going to stop sprinting till he gets the extract now, I would say.
Is that the play just Moonshine and run?
Well, we may have old gas. If we've got old gas, I might have a look for more scares. If not, then we're just going to push it to extract.
Good call.
So Nobby chatting with Battle Mod Epic Failure Dave, who's one of our very experienced battle mods, taking quite a few champions to the podium. Under 3 minutes left in raid here now. So Nobby at the old gas extract here. Sounds like there's a couple of scavs kicking around though, so he's going to want to be able to deal with those guys and hopefully get a safe extract here.
And yep, old gas is up, and each scav is worth a point.
It's always nice to collect a couple of extra points on the way they're out.
That scav is on a mission to run from you.
Tell you what, people say my voice is soothing, but Epic Failure Dave has the most soothing voice in battle moddom.
Ah! Oi!
Good kill, good kill.
So Nobby, I'm so glad that scav did not fire at you just then. That would have been a terrible way to go out of this competition.
2 minutes, your call.
Wow. Yeah. And there's another 4 points just on the way to the extract.
Absolutely. You love to see it. So Nobby getting out. Cringe also dealing with a couple of scavs of his own on the way to ZB11. Minute 30 left in raid.
Is he the
There's
last
a lot of
one
competitors
in the map?
rocking this. He is absolutely the last one on the map. So once he's out, we'll get to have a look at these scores and see where everyone has ended up, because this is going to be just epic. Solid raid there for Cringy.
All right.
All right, indeed. Toast, what an amazing raid there tonight. We saw, we saw somebody go and get the key. We missed that fight, unfortunately, with Muzzawilly and Rashala and the boys. But we saw him go over. We saw him get the gold TT. We saw the gold TT change hands. And that has led to a bunch of changes in the leaderboard. And oh boy, is it getting close. Toast, take us through what I'm looking at right here, because this is getting really close.
Well, look at that train with the golden TT and all those kills rocketed to the top #1 position from the middle of the pack with 59 points. What an amazing performance that raid. And boy, I was just biting my nails whilst she was hovering around Muzz's body for ages before looting. I thought she wasn't even going to find that golden TT, but she came out with it with the points. Muzza got bumped down to second place. Cringe is now in second place. Who was the leader early on and is climbing back up there, only a few points behind, 3 points behind #1 place, but still in the money, in the $1,000 prize position. And Muzzawilly dropping down to the #3 position. What a great effort. Obviously killed Rashala and maybe 1 or 2 guards and getting a good stack of points, just one behind at 55 and not far behind the #1 position. Toaststyle's just out of the money paying positions, but still very close with 42, and then Wild Koala not far behind. That Koala Suit's got to be getting hot with money on the line and 1 round to go. And Ridstar still up there in number 6 position with 26 points, and I'll be just behind in 25. Splinter not far behind that, and MC Nightman not far behind there. Brobster, Lil Pants, and Marcus having bad raids, but nobody's on 0 anymore. Everyone's getting some points and possibility of more in the final round.
Absolutely. So that's got to hurt for Muzzer. Obviously, they're not being able to extract with that gold TT. That would have pushed him ahead an additional 13 points and really solidified a lead there for him. But Toast, you're not wrong here. Like those money positions there are super close. We've still got everybody else. I think still a chance in this. Good to see Marcus picking up some points there as well in that one. As you said, nobody on 0 anymore, which is fantastic. But I think this last raid that we've got here at Lighthouse, the potential for points here with all of these airdrops coming over is just going to be insane. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Toast, do you want to take us through what this final raid is and tell us how these competitors are going to get maximum points?
Well, this is the grand final raid, the final raid of the night. This is where it all comes down to this, the air support on Lighthouse. This is absolute mayhem with airdrops coming in every 3 minutes on our private server, and each airdrop contains 3 OFZ shells if you like, and they're worth 3 points each if you can extract with them. So there's a lot riding on these airdrops. These planes come over thick and fast, faster than you can possibly imagine. It's like living next to the airport in the movie The Castle. The planes just keep on coming and you keep hearing them go overhead. But it's a long, thin map. You can be up one end and have no chance of getting an airdrop at the other end. But don't forget, there's still rogues in here. They're all in their usual positions, guarding the water treatment plant. And they're killing each rogue is only worth a point. They're just a point, just like any other scav. Killing a PMC 1 point, just like before. Dog tags are worth 2 points, but you got to get out with them. And the extracts can be quite a long run on this map in Lighthouse. Extracting itself is worth 3 points as before, but it's mostly about the OFZ shells. OFZ shells, PvP, and scav kills all add up to a lot. And this is quite a sniper-heavy map. A lot of people will be spawning in the high positions. They'll probably be bringing some long-range scopes with them to be able to snipe people. And but a lot of these airdrops fall in the middle of the road or in really open areas, and so it's a real risk whether you go for that airdrop, you camp the airdrop, or if you kill someone at an airdrop, whether you loot them yourself. As before, you can bring anything that you can buy from your level 4 traders except a Reaper, a Fleur, or a T7, and good luck to all the competitors.
Absolutely. And Toast, we got down to the wire last night, for example. Like, I really thought we were going to get an MIA on this map. And it's those shells are heavy. Each one you pick up just stacks on that weight. And, we even saw competitors dropping armor on the way to extract just to try and make it out in time. But you're not wrong. It's a long, thin map. You mentioned as well, those rogues, they're only worth 1 point, but we saw quite a few of those airdrops happen in that water treatment plant as well. So if you want to go out there and you want to get those OFZ shells for 3 points apiece, sometimes multiple of them in those airdrops, you really need to be taking out those rogues as well. So it's going to be interesting to see the strategies that our competitors come up with tonight and how they manage to go and get it. But I think I hope we don't see an MIA. I really don't want to see any more MIA Andes in this competition anymore. I hope that everybody gets out tonight, everybody gets some points, and we have a good time for this last raid. It's just too close to call at this point. Like, Ridstar, for example, he went from 12th position to 6th position to qualify for this raid here. So there's every chance maybe he goes from 6th to 1st tonight if he can get enough points. It's definitely possible. So our competitors they've built up all their guns. They've put their kits together. They're going to be loading into raid very, very shortly. And it's going to be incredible. Big thank you as well to all of our production team for helping us put this on. Big thank you as well to all of our battle mods. Chat, if you're interested in getting involved in the Evasion competitions, make sure you're following us on our socials. That's going to be the best place to go and find out about upcoming events that you could enter into. But let's say you're not a streamer. Let's say you're not interested. You don't have that competitive mindset. That's fine. We're also looking for volunteers to join our battle mod program, where you can be the other person in the ear of our competitors, helping them with everything that they need in raid, keeping them up to date with times. So make sure you join our Discord as well. You guys will be able to jump in there, ask our battle mods some questions, and you guys will be able to go through and, you know, just get involved in the greater Evasion community. Special points as well if you're bilingual. We are on the hunt for people who are well versed in many languages to join our team, so that we can take Evasion even further worldwide. So jump into the Discords, follow us on Twitter. We've also got an Instagram and a TikTok as well, and of course on the YouTube channel. Guys can go over there and watch any of the past VODs from any of our past competitions to get an idea about what it's all about, or just even go back and watch some of your favorite competitors. But make sure as well you guys go and check out, we've got an amazing array of Evasion merch as well, so go and check that out. Links are all on the website, or some of our amazing moderators will be putting those in chat as well. But yeah, no, it's there's an amazing amount of stuff happening, an amazing amount of events still planned for the remainder of the year, so jump in the Discord and get involved.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying those drops. I'm not sure if the third and final one has come down yet. It'll probably come down during this final round. And yeah, if you, especially in OCE, we need more battle mods in this time zone, so that not as many people have to get up in the middle of the night in NA and EU to help battle mods. So really encourage people to give it a go. And even if you're not a top level player, you can still have a participating fun role in Evasion events by being a battle mod. But I wonder how these guys are going to combat the MIA problem. I don't think you can buy an SJ6 or a mule with your level 4 traders. So unless they stash some moonshine, and I think the moonshine might work like a mule or an SJ6, I'm not sure. Maybe bringing in a moonshine or two will help with the getting to extract problem, because it's been quite a battle for people to get out, especially if you got 3 or 6 OFC shells in your backpack. You can really struggle to get out, or just cover distance and get from one end of this map to another.
Absolutely.
Even having some cash on hand for the taxi. It's easy
Very
to forget
true.
that.
Very true. And it's, you know, it is such a hard thing as well on this map. Like the extra weight is only one part of it, but this being the final map of the night, I don't think we're going to see competitors, you know, leaving after, 10 minutes trying to bank those points. You really want to be in here taking every second as an opportunity on this final map of the night to really go and be sort of building up those points. So we've definitely seen some MIAs in this competition, particularly on this map, and I really, really hope that these guys squeeze every last minute out of these raids, but also I hope that they leave enough time to get to those extracts. I mean, we even had a situation last night, Toast, where we had 2 competitors extremely close to each other in the final minutes of raid, right at the extract. So you do not want to let your guard down. You want to make sure you've got enough stamina to run into cover if you need as well. That was an incredible fight last night. An incredible missed opportunity there last night, because it didn't even end up in a fight.
And every time someone tries to cross the road, my heart stops, because crossing the road on this map is a terrifying experience. You don't know who is sniping you. You got nowhere to go. And it has to happen sometimes, but it's a terrifying moment. But I wonder what sort of strategies we're going to see, and I wonder if there's going to be a difference in strategy from people in the top points position at the moment to the bottom, because up the top you got to think those people can afford to play a bit more conservatively and hang on to their lead, whereas people lower down, they're just going to be going hell for leather, and going full send, going 0 to hero, trying to get those maximum points. And you gotta look out for some big moves happening in this final round.
Yeah, for sure. And I would want to see any of our bottom 6 competitors, for example, just going absolutely insane in this raid. You know, they've got a big gap to bridge. It's not something they can't do, though, if they really put their mind to it. And get lucky. You know, Tarkov sometimes is a little bit about that luck, but strategy, it's an interesting thought on this one, right? Because you could be one of those players that goes and hunts down each of these airdrops, but the problem is the planes are very loud. The airdrops are dropping from the sky. We've often seen cases where we've got shots of like 4 or 5 different players all looking up at the same plane flying over with those airdrops coming down, so they end up becoming real hotspots. And do you want to be the player that's at those airdrops trying to loot those OFZs and getting sniped from behind? So, or you could be the player that's waiting for them to just leave. You know, sit back, wait for them to leave, pick up the OFZs, you know, maybe you kill them around the corner somewhere, you got a nice safe spot to loot them and take those OFZs for yourself. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. I am nervous for all of our competitors. There is not one person on that board right now who has got a really solid, guaranteed position in that money. So it's going to be incredible to see.
And nerves are a big factor. You know, this is the Eurovision of Tarkov right now. This is the grand final. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to get that $1,500 US? And who's going to go home with nothing but a great story?
Definitely. And chat, while we are waiting for our competitors to load into the final map of the night, I want to know, are we going to see an MIA? There is a poll up in the chat right now. Just hit that little triangle. That'll just drop it down for you. And then chuck your votes in there. We're currently sitting at a mid-60s at the moment for we will see an MIA. Chat, are we thirsty for it? Do we want to see an MIA here? I hope I hope we don't. But there's every chance that we might. So I don't want it to happen. I think that is MIAs hurt in a very special kind of way. They are up there with the 50-meter 7mm headshot from a scav on the other side of Ruaf Extract. They're definitely a horrible way to go out, but hopefully our competitors will leave enough time and that they've had enough time to think about some of their strategies. In the final moments of loading into this map now, we should see our first player drop very, very shortly. We've often been able to see a lot of these players close by together as well, so hopefully everybody's nice and spread out. Hopefully we're not going to see any early kills, and that everybody gets an opportunity to just go out and collect some points, and then they can battle it out. It's fine. We'll see. So joined right now, I think we're going to jump in and see Train here first with the action. And she's off. She's wasting no time, immediately sprinting off into the map. Checking ahead of her there.
She's up in
first
the hills.
plane coming through here, guys.
They don't take long, do they? Don't know which part of the mountain they are yet, but there's so many spawns close together in the mountains, long sight lines.
Fuck, it's so loud!
And
yes, it is,
Train.
Train.
True fact.
So McNightman looks like he's taking a look for these rogues out in the rocks above water treatment here.
Yep, and bolt action with the DVL.
Love to see the DVL. Train brought another moonshine in, going to have a quick sip there. Bit of the old Dutch courage. Getting ready possibly to chase down this airdrop.
And the effects of the moonshine last the entire raid, I believe.
Absolutely. All right. Muzzle Willie here with Sonobi as well.
Right, this is an early action spot. He's got the sniping spot near the burning helicopter overlooking the lighthouse area, which overlooks basically a couple of spawns. And we've seen early kills here in past rounds, but of course the players know about that. Oh no, he's further up towards Lion King Rock. Oh, And he himself is under fire. Close range. And out. Making the scav death sound. That's Sonobi's angle on that fight. Brutal for Muzzawilly, who was in third spot. Surely won't hang on to that spot now.
All right, so now we're with MC Nightman and Train as well, very close together. We thought they spawned in close together earlier on as well. It looks like they're getting way too close for comfort here. McKnightman just spotting Train through the tree line there. A single shot has taken her out. Our point leader, will she have enough points to retain that first position? So only Cringe remains from our top 3 competitors. If he goes out early here, there is every chance that that our leaderboard will completely change. Cringe looking like he's sitting down in the heart of rogue territory in the water treatment camp. Prage in chat for Cringe, who looks like he's taking on the rogues here.
The bag full of smoke as well. Oh no, he's in the scav extract.
Oh, sorry, he is too. I thought I got thrown off there by
He is chilling out.
He is. Well, and that's what we spoke about earlier, right? Like, if you're in that top, if you're in one of those top positions, you don't want to be going too risky to start with here. You know, when you've got enough of a lead, you probably want to be sitting back and just banking like 1 or 2 points here or there, and just really solidify the lead without risking losing the ability to make those points. Another plane coming over here.
And he's in a great position to find an airdrop, because airdrops drop right near there, and he's quite nearby a lot of the spots the airdrops come in.
Absolutely.
Happy to chill out there. Nightman taking on rogues from above, I think, or scavs at the very least. A lot of points to be got. Taking it, if you're used to running Lighthouse and taking out all the rogues, that's a lot of points there. McKnightman going in to see, and I'm not sure which dog tag that is. That collecting Train's dog tag there. Little bit of remorse. Just the right amount. Searching the bag as well, taking any stims that might be useful. Cringe making a move out. And Lil Pants overlooking the chalet. The grandest chalet in the game. The only building in Tarkov to have a toaster in the kitchen.
I'm in a very exposed
Just a
spot,
little fact
but
there.
this person is
And there
go for it.
is an airdrop just waiting. And look how open and exposed that spot is. Lion King Rock just looking straight over it.
I mean,
And Lil Pants happy to camp the airdrop rather than move in, at least at this stage. Plenty of time to go get that, do that run. Cringe on the move, climbing some rocks.
Incoming.
And Marcus near the
Oh, that was a smoke grenade.
burnt out helicopter as well. They may be near each other. Marcus listening intently, getting all the clues he can about who's around. What an amazing job. Cringe taking out Marcus. Even though Marcus had the high ground, taking those shots up was very difficult.
Cringe with the double kill. That is incredible.
Wow.
Let's fucking go!
Cringe in all sorts of trouble after that, but pretty happy with the result nonetheless.
Absolutely. So bad luck to Marcus there on that fight. I tell you what, Toast, he had a real opportunity to be the upset of this raid, right? If he had taken Cringe out there, who's currently in second position, it would have paved the way with all 3 of our players that were in the money there for the rest of the leaderboard to move up and take some of those positions. So Cringe, well done to taking those 2 kills here. Lil Pants just got an eye on that airdrop down the bottom there. Another plane coming over the top.
Oh, the shadow going over Pants as he camps that airdrop. I hope that airdrop doesn't drop on his head. Cringe brought the entire sewing kit with him and the sewing machine. Oh, Pants got whacked.
Lil Pants, so just looking looking at the timeline here, unfortunately Lil Pants has been taken out by a TOS scav from down in the village. That is an unfortunate way to go out on the final raid of the night, but you know what, chat? That is just Tarkov through and through, right? Right when you don't need it, TOS scav out of nowhere taking you out, and that will be Lil Pants finished for the night.
And proof right there that the scavs are absolutely cracked late in the wipe. I'm sure they've buffed the scavs. They are nuts at the moment.
I'm with you, Toast. I feel like they get progressively harder and harder as the wipe goes on. Toadstyles here by the southern extract, just a bit of mountain goating around the side of the mountain here.
Looking to see if there are any airdrops over there. Also, anyone running for the extract. Anyone banking points or anything like that.
Absolutely, and I mean, we've seen a few of these planes come through. There's definitely been a few airdrops, obviously one every 3 minutes. There's every chance that Toadstyles could catch one of our competitors with their pants down with a bag full of OFZ shells on the way to extract. It looks like he's going to check the other side of the hill here.
A lot of high ground sniping we're seeing today.
So we've got first position, third position, and fifth position all out of this raid at the moment.
Someone's over here, chat.
7 players remaining on the final raid of the night.
Green just heard somebody else. He is having all sorts of action this raid. Has he heard Toadstyles, I wonder?
Maybe.
All sorts of smoke.
So MC Nightman.
May have just looted that airdrop.
In the thick of the road territory here. Another airdrop, that same airdrop from before coming through. But back with Toadstyles here. And
I think
Cringe,
because that green smoke was
like
there, he probably threw that green smoke down while he looted that airdrop. So he probably has a few overseas on board.
Can I get up here? Is this a thing? Not really a thing.
All right, airdrop nice and close to Cringy there. It's a risky play to go and want to touch that right now because there could be other players that are just sitting there holding that position over those airdrops, and
Cringe
it's
grabbed
tough.
that dog tag. Another 2 points. Brobster taking shots. He's got a bleed.
Just having a hard time getting up those rocks there.
He doesn't have the strength he's used to.
All right, Splinter above
spots.
The villagers here. I wonder if he's going to find the body of Lil Pants, who is also up here as well. Remembering that if he happens to get Lil Pants' tag, that is an additional 2 points for him if he can get that survive as well. I'm worried for him, Toast. We've got that sniper TOS scav still out here. So Nobby down in the right-hand corner here with Brobster still making his way through the mountain. 3-minute timer, chat. Another airdrop's coming through. We're about halfway through this raid now. And if any of our players were planning on making a push, potentially on another competitor, now is the time. They've got that audio cover. It's a really, really good opportunity if they suspect that somebody might be there to sort of push up. But it looks like Brobster's just fallen backwards off his position there that he's taken so long to get up onto. So Nobby looking to the skies there, just seeing that plane come through.
Is that his?
He's found
kill,
one of our
Nobby's?
competitors earlier.
Yeah.
And Brobster pushing up onto Sonobi's position right now. Both very aware of each other. Grenades coming out from both sides.
Mm. Oh, so close to each other now. Really look at that. Brobster with the big kill there. And delayed. Sonobi's POV going down there. What a long dogfight that was. And a lot of knowledge, information being passed back and forth with grenades thrown back and forth. And Brobster came out on top on that occasion.
Come on.
And that was a lucky kill there as well, obviously, to be able to pick up another competitor's tag, Muzzle Willie's tag, obviously, on Sonobi there. So that's 1 kill, 1 point for the PMC kill, and then 4 points worth of dog tags there. That's a very nice little kill there. McKnightman made his way out of the rogue camp now.
I wonder if he's bagged a whole lot of points from killing rogues and is now moving on. See if we can find an airdrop.
Joining Cringy here now. So, chat, just a reminder, all of the skills that our competitors have are level 15 with the exception of endurance and strength. Now, Cringe, because of all the stitching and things that he had to do before and the stim usage and all that sort of stuff, is currently battling dehydration. He's got 3 OFZs in his gamma right now with a few kills on the board. This is a real problem. If you haven't got max metabolism, dehydration is a real problem for our competitors. So it looks like he's actually heading down towards that southern extract now.
Maybe that poll should have been, will we get dehydration death this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hopefully Cringy can make it down to that extract there, just trying to hopefully not take too much damage, making his way down the mountain. Ridstar in the rogue water treatment plant now. Obviously, McKnightman was just in here. He's made his way out the other side, but we've got Ridstar making his way through, looking for some of those shells.
Another prime area for airdrops, the water treatment plant. And the railway station behind.
All right, so Rids actually picked up 3 OFZ shells previously, and he's gone and dumped his bag. This has been a massive strategy from our competitors tonight, where we've seen a lot of these guys be really, really mindful of those points that they have that are lootable by other competitors, and making sure to go and drop them somewhere and get them out of the way, so that even if they do happen to run into some harm from one of the other competitors, that they're not giving away massive amounts of points. Cringe now just inside the southern extract here, firing off any remaining M61s out of his M1A, and started this raid in 2nd position. We'll see where this will end up for Cringe. So congratulations to him on that raid.
That is huge. Well done, Cringe.
Lost all
From
your
near
honesty
death to extracting with dog tags. That's
early
great.
on. Doubt those dog tags haven't been picked up, right? Surely they have. We gotta make a move.
All right, so we've got Toadstyles and Splinter here at the moment, looking like they're incredibly close together.
I've seen a lot of this rock action, rock hopping action.
Right.
It can really affect your PvP, getting stuck somewhere.
Absolutely, yeah, most definitely.
That was a replay.
All right. Toadstyles just hearing that jumping now from Splinter up on the high ground. Splinter just looking out over ahead, but Toadstyle seems to have the better position here. Takes down Splinter as he's traversing down the side of those rocks, and that's going to be a kill confirmed for Toadstyles. Straight down onto that body to collect that tag. Toast, we've got McNightman and Ridstar
Splinter's
now.
competition.
Wow. Taking out Ridstar there. That DVL was just perfect for that situation. The one tap taking out Ridstar, unfortunately. So Ridstar had obviously dropped those 3 OFZs earlier, so thankfully he hasn't passed too many points on to McNightman.
Please have some of them.
Just searching every section of the body there, but McNightman is taken out by potentially a rogue here.
The rogue got me from the top.
Oh my goodness. A rooftop rogue was still up there.
Seafarer, unfortunately.
Oh, brutal.
Find this drop, and we gotta go.
So there'll just be 1 point for that PMC kill, no dog tag.
Absolutely.
So still have points for those rogue kills, but still.
The next drop.
Definitely. So 2 competitors remain
in a minute or 2.
Coming up to 5 minutes left in the raid.
That should give us plenty of time to. Yeah.
Toadstyles doesn't look like he's picked up any of these OFZ shells here.
Get out.
Robster appears to be on the other side of the road from him. These guys are still pretty close.
The best spot here, but everyone's going to start looking towards that next drop. I think that's my time to strike here.
So 2/3 of you guys in chat here tonight said that you thought there might be an MIA. 2 players left. 5 minutes. BattleMod just confirming that in the background there, keeping our players well aware of how much time's remaining.
Splinter.
There's still every chance we will get an MIA here.
I couldn't search. Let's go with that.
That might be a error in the game. Just
could they be OFZ shells sitting there?
I hope not. I mean, I guess they could be since they are 2-buys, but I doubt they are.
So just having the discussion with the battle mod here, do I go back, do I make sure and go and check all of those pockets and containers and things like that, just for the potential that some of those guys had some shells.
Well, everything's on the line here for Toadstyles. He's not in a money points position going into this raid, but there's a chance he could make it into the top 3, depending on how many points he's able to come out with. So
absolutely, or he could still become the upset for someone else. If there's someone running, he doesn't know, but if there's someone running with a bunch of shells in their bag, or at that point crawling with a bunch of shells in their bag, low on stamina, it could be a real payday for him if there's anyone coming down this road. Brobster looks like he's got a similar idea as well, just standing out, really standing in the open there, just having a look around, either trying to bait some shots or sort of see what he can see. But it looks like he started to make the decision to head down towards that southern road extract. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in raid for our competitors.
I don't know if anyone's hit that airdrop at the Scav extract.
So Toadstyles needs 14 points to take 3rd position.
Come on, where's this other drop?
And Brobster, meds are wearing off. I'm not sure. He looks heavy. And it's a long run to Southern Road.
The next drop's got to be coming.
Absolutely. Well, Brobster's got 3 OFZ shells in his container.
there
And
be
he's
any
not
from
aware
those
of it,
three?
but he is very clear to get to that extract now. Just still checking behind him, making sure there's nobody else running along that beach path there.
Tastar's leaving his run pretty late.
I don't even know if there's shells in here, so
He'll soon find out. There
Robster
are.
having
That
a
has not been touched.
celebratory.
All right, let's go.
Robster having a celebratory whiskey on the way out there, on the way to extract.
Oh, I hope Toad's internet doesn't go down.
Fuck you, bag.
There goes the bag.
Come on, let's not be that guy. That
All right, Brobster out.
Brobster is
Toadstyles,
out.
last one left in
Surely 2
raid.
minutes is long enough.
To a minute 55 left in raid here. He's got a little bit of a sprint ahead of him, but he's still got the potential to make it. Let's hope he doesn't stop to smell any flowers on the way, but this is cutting it very, very fine.
This is exciting. I'll try not to, Arden.
The whole competition is coming down to this. He could take 3rd position if he gets out here with the 3 OFZs he's got in his bag.
Oh, we're cutting it
Plus,
so close.
he may have enough points to take it out, but can he get out in time? Almost a minute and 10 left. He's ditching everything he's got to get out. And who had money on an MIA? It could still happen. This competition is coming down to the last minute again for the $3,000 prize pool.
Why do they do this to us, man? Seriously, like, these competitors are really cutting it fine down to the line, getting heavy, picking up these OFZs and just hauling ass all the way to extract. But it's just...
That Toz Scav is still out there somewhere, man.
All right, 30 seconds now on the clock. Toadstyle's got half a bar of stam here.
Oh my goodness.
Just being really smart not to become fatigued there. I think he's going to make it. But you've got to allow that time for the actual extract to take place as well, right?
This is going to be huge. Yeah, that takes 6 seconds or something.
All right. And with 5 seconds left on the clock, it looks like Toadstyles is going to make it out. Our last competitor of the last raid, of our last leg of the Evasion OCE solo competition. Toast, we've seen it almost every raid tonight. Changes in this leaderboard because of some of these epic raids, competitors going out, all that sort of stuff. It's been absolutely incredible. Just while we've got some of these points getting all confirmed, obviously we're using these private servers which have got some brilliant scoring things here, but we're just going to make sure that everything is all nice and solid. I just want to thank first and foremost all of our competitors, not only for qualifying but for making it through their group stages. Joining us tonight, we had Muzzer Willie, MC Nightman, Train, Lil Pants, Cringe, Toadstyles, Splinter, Brobster, Marcus NZ, Sir Nobby, Wild Koala, and Ridstar, and they have put on an absolute show for us tonight. We have enjoyed it. It's been amazing. Obviously, a big thanks as well to Stints Built, who were our sponsor for the night. Please make sure you guys go and check out Stints Built if you need any custom builds. A massive thanks as well to our battle mods and production team, who we honestly couldn't make this happen without them at all. They've been an amazing part of this whole competition, and honestly, we couldn't have done it without them. If you're interested in becoming a battle mod, guys, please go through and join our Discord. All the information's in there. You can go and speak to some of our amazing people. Toast Rack, I've got to thank you as well for all 3 nights, mate, coming along, casting with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us.
Mate, I am an old man.
Words,
I
Toast?
can't handle this kind of stress. This is amazing. I don't know if I'll survive another round of this. This is too exciting. What a crazy competition this is. And it seems to come down to the last 10 seconds all the time. And that did change the leaderboard, that last 10 seconds. So I can't wait to see the scoreboard now.
Absolutely. So it looks like scores, guys, are final. We're going to take a look at this. Absolutely incredible. Toast, do you want to take us through what I'm looking at here?
No way. Well, Cringe took the #1 spot. How fantastic. He started off leading, he dropped right down the leaderboard, the lead changed many times, and he managed to get out with a great final raid to get #1 again with many great fights and managing to stitch himself back together and get 74 points and take the $1,500 US prize. And look at this, we have a tie for the points. And we've had to use the tie-breaking rules to decide between Train, who was leading coming into this last round but got killed, but managed to hold on to a money-paying position, tying with Toadstyles, whose amazing final last 10-second getting out with those OFZ shells. Very brave effort and very tense effort. Also coming in with the 59 points. And then as the tiebreaker rules go, whoever spent less total time in raid for the whole competition today is ahead. So that was Train, so she gets the second place and the $1,000 US, and Toadstyles will be very happy to have that $500 US third prize. So what an amazing finish. Muzza Willie just being inched out by just a few points, coming in fourth, while Koala with a great showing today in fifth position, and Brobster having a lot of ups and downs there, coming in sixth and surviving that last raid. Ridstar had luck all over the map and did really well to find seventh position. Splinter dying brutally in that last raid, coming in eighth, and Sonobi had a great showing just behind in ninth position. But don't forget the guys down here. MC Nightman had some great moments that competition, as did Lil Pants and Marcus NZ, with some hard luck but some really good moments. And however you came in this competition, it is an amazing experience to be here, to showcase your skills. You looked amazing on screen. You can be very proud of your efforts, and it'd be great to see you in another competition, coming first in another time. But great to see all the competitors doing so well. Congrats again to Cringe, Train and Toadstyles for coming away with cash from Battlestate Games in this competition.
Absolutely. So, chat, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Listen, we are going to go over and raid Cringe, our winner of the Evasion Oceanic Solos for Season 6. But don't worry, the drops that we have on this channel, they are also on Cringe's channel as well. So make sure you stick around for our interview. We'll go and ask Cringe how he's felt about everything that's gone on. It's been a complete nail biter all night, and what an amazing experience for all of our competitors who've joined us tonight. I can't be more thankful to have been a part of it myself. Guys, please make sure you go and give all of our competitors a follow. Follows are free, but also make sure you go give Toast Rack TV a follow over on Twitch, and you can find myself at TradeAU. But definitely go and see Toast Rack. He's been an amazing part of this. So thanks again, once again, to all of our competitors, everybody that's involved in the production, Battlestate Games, of course, for putting on the private servers and the prize money for us as well. Stints Built for all of your custom PC needs. They do ship worldwide, so make sure you go and speak to them. It's been a pleasure. Chat, stick around. Drops are still active, and we're going to go over and head to Cringe_OCE's channel right now for a post-tournament interview. So stick around.
Stick around. See you guys.